What is going down, everybody? You are now tuning into Durty Muzik Radio, sponsored by Grade A Radio, with your girl Brianna Reyes, Leo Flo, in the building today. Exclusive interview with LIveola, man, straight from San Antonio, bro. I want to thank everybody for tuning in every week from Wednesday from 8 to 10, man. And man, just it's gonna be a dope ass interview, bro.
So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that y'all stay tuned. We will be right back. Right now, we're gonna get into some music. We're gonna let y'all jam out. We're gonna let these followers build up. And as soon as we get back, we're gonna get the ball rolling. You are now tuning in to Durty Muzik Radio. Let's go! Hey!
What is going down, everybody? You are now tuning in to Durty Muzik Radio with your girl Brianna Reyes, Leo Flo. Once again, exclusively all the way from San Antonio, LIveola, baby, in the building tonight.
We got the legendary LIveola in the building, ladies and gentlemen. For those that don't know, he is a legend in the city of San Antonio. But we're gonna get started with the exclusive interview. We're live on Durty Muzik Radio, sponsored by Grade A. Shout out to all our sponsors. Shout out to the Royal Show. But Live, let's get right into it, bro. To my understanding, you've been incarcerated for the last 10 years. How was it adapting back into society?
Hey, to be honest though, like it was tough than a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Just basic shit like using a smartphone or driving on the highway type shit. I still ain't all the way on that, but, you know what I mean? Like just everything completely changed, man, from 2008 to 2018 when they dropped me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a completely different world, you know? Down to the way people act, toward dress, you know, the way people dress, the music, everything, you know. So I've been adapting. This is my 10th month out, so I've been adapting, man. I think I've been doing pretty good, you know, but it's a little challenge.
What do you think has been the hardest part about adapting back into the free world, being institutionalized to coming out to the free world?
Well, when I got locked up, dudes that was maybe, say, 8 years old or fucking 18 now, you know what I'm saying? So this is a whole nother generation of people acting a whole nother way, like, and penitentiary is set of rules and shit, like, you just make your way like how you live, and you know, people weren't even acting the same way as they was when I was out, let alone following it, you know what I'm saying? Like the respect level is down, man. Like
2019.
This whole clout thing, you know, it's just a whole nother generation, you know, like the way I grew up though, you know, on some disrespect shit, okay, man, we could box it out, it'd be some cool shit. Man, they ain't trying to hear about that shit no more, you know what I'm saying? So
they're trying to shoot it out.
Yeah, they're trying to shoot it out, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, I was talking about this the other day, man. I was like, look, the thing a motherfucker, it's not even necessarily the asshole with a motherfucker fear. But a motherfucker pick that smartphone up hollering out World Star, oh hell no, he gonna knock your noodle loose, you know what I'm saying? So it's a whole other world, bro. Like that's probably the most significant thing I'm adapting to. Feel me? And
then one thing I want to say, for the record, there's plenty of people, there's plenty of stories, and there's a lot of people that want to know and that are wondering about the real story of why were you incarcerated. Because there's a lot of stories, a lot of people say different things.
Right.
We don't have to get into detail, but people want to know.
I'm gonna get a gist of it. Man. When I was rapping, when I was coming up, it was mostly like features. I'm eating off the features, you know. So I would have relationships with certain people just based off of features, you know. And you know, the people making the most return, you know, who you making your money with, you build a relationship with them, you know. So I built a relationship with a certain group of people. And in this group of people, there was a young lady, and she was about, I think she was like 16 at the time. She got assaulted, she got robbed and sexually assaulted. That happened on a Saturday, I believe, Saturday. They come tell me, I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Ooh, you know, like, damn, man, I know them, man, ooh, you know, fucked up. So Sunday, I'm running my errands, and I run by to go pick up some money from these apartments, and the little dude that had did the shit was there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even thinking like this. It's a Sunday morning, I'm not even thinking like this, you know? But the dude that was there had did this, man, so I don't blame this on nobody, man, but I was put in a situation to where I'm like, fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like, past all the street shit I was involved in and all of that, this is just a real life situation, man. So this dude is right here, did this to this girl, this little girl. I have daughters, sisters, mothers, all this, you know, and I'm like, bam, hey, this dude did this, boom, he's back, boom, you know, I'm like, man, just me as a man at the time, still feeling, and I don't know if I feel too differently now, but me as a man at the time, I'm like, man, I can't just not defend this situation. I can't just do that. You know what I'm saying? Not feeling like I'm Superman or nothing, but just like, damn, this happened that back, damn, fuck, and I reacted, you know. So I fired shot a dude, and all my attention, I didn't mean to be a deadly shot, but it wound up being a deadly shot, you know, and I paid my price for that. They sentenced me to 18 years. I made my first parole at 9 years. It took me an extra year to go through the process to get out. So I did 10 on the 18. But even with that, like you know, I had a couple lawyers in the beginning, a lawyer at the end. But when the story was told to, let's just put it real, man, to like Republican, straight-laced white dude on a parole board that don't know nothing about what I'm living, hear the situation, and you know, it was some understanding in it, man. So, man, thanks to God, I got blessed, man. I did my first parole on that, you know, and here I'm right back, just trying to get back to it, man. And yeah, that's about what I'm saying on that.
Go ahead, Rick.
So tell me, talk about the difference between the music hustle 10 years ago to coming out to the free road to the streaming game.
Hey, man.
That's a killer.
Hey, this is a killer, man. Hey, we had this conversation. We had a conversation today, bro. Man, in my third degree days, we drove. I want to say it was like 13 states, maybe like 120 something cities, man. And we're dropping off physical copies. You know, one store might get 20 copies. One store might get 50. One might get 100. You know, and one store it might just be straight consignment. And we got to come back and get that money. Like the grind was relentless. You know. A lot of dudes just started rapping a couple years ago. They never know nothing about this, you know. This whole streaming shit is, you know, is different. But that's the era I grew up in, and I'm not gonna act like one of them old grumpy dudes, like complaining, oh y'all don't got no respect, need to respect this, woo. But it was a different day, man. It was a harder grind, you know. Nowadays you can go viral, man. Your fucking cat can go viral. You ain't gotta have no talent in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like. It'd be some funny shit. The baby do some funny shit in the living room and get it went viral. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different day, man. I feel like you really had to grind for that, man. As opposed, I'm sure the dudes that came before me like, nah, we had to really grind for it. But you know, it's a new day, man. And the streaming don't necessarily pay as well as like the physical copies was, you know. But even though with the streaming it brings opportunities though, you know, dudes might bang me for a feature, might bang me, you know, a show from out of this and that, you know, like it still brings opportunity. It might not be directly as like when I drop the bread directly come, but opportunities come spin off it, you know. So
the whole hard copy is it was a hustle, man.
That was a hustle.
That was a face-to-face hustle.
For real.
With streaming now, you know, you don't have to buy the whole album just to get the one song you wanted to hear.
Right.
And I think in a way it has its pros and cons now.
Really back then, bro, you had to have a CD full of bangers, man. But one song wasn't really finna do it unless you just was with a major and was, you know, there was the ringtone game and all that. You know what I mean?
I know, man. And before we get into the third degree conversation, if I'm not mistaken, you were working with a label by the name of Durty Muzik, right?
No. I featured on some projects.
Okay. Were they the ones who introduced you to Juan Gonzalez, who was the CEO of Third Degree?
No. Okay. The story, the Juan Gonzalez situation.
How did you meet Juan Gonzalez?
This how this go. I had been going back and forth to TYC and shit, and I was still on like some street shit. So, but Urban City was like the spot where San Antonio really didn't have like a big like identity of its own per se. Like there was some dudes really doing their thing, man, like Lil Sin and some cats like that. But we would go to Urban City, man, really just to get our Swisher House music, you know what I'm saying, the clothes that dudes was wearing at the time, shit like that. So I was going up there already spending with dude, like some street money on making a relationship with dude. So when I come back, my partner Supreme at the time, PAT, he was already doing music. So he had Juan would take consignment of local music, whatever. So he dropped off a disc. Me and him I just did it on the flute. And he was like, man, who is this dude? Man, bring this dude up here. So I go up there, I'm like, it's me. Like we already had a relationship on some shopping shit. So he was like, hey man, I'm putting together a project. I'm gonna have Chameleon there, Power Wash, Slim Thug, I'm like, I bet, I'm gonna pull up. So I pull up, and he just pulled the best out of each. Like Third Degree we didn't even know each other. He just pulled like the best out of each clique, you know. Yeah. And boom, he plucked me from my little side, and man, like out the gate, the first tape of the dudes that was really killing, well, you know, Slim Thug, Power Wash, Chameleon, Mike Jones, Mike Jones hadn't even come yet. But Freestyle Kings like Charlie Boy and all them, our first tape, it was a compilation with all them. And the tone really ain't just seen no shit like that. Like, dudes made a little song here and there, but never with like, artist that was really just bubbling at the time. So that's how that movement started. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, right now you are now tuned in to Durty Muzik Radio, sponsored by Grade A. Shout out to everybody who supports us around the world. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in right now. But right now we're gonna get into some exclusive music. We're gonna play some music, and we're gonna get right back into the movement, right back into that real talk with the legend, the one and only Liveola in the building. Durty Muzik Radio. Let's go. Hey. Durty Muzik Radio. Today in the building, we got a very special guest in the building. San Antonio, a legend, true legend, I should say. Liveola in the building.
Sure.
Mr. Liveola, big question. So let's get into the third degree movement. Once you joined the third degree, what was was that the first time you started getting big features and going city to city, hitting the tour?
Yeah, right off the bat, man. Like I was saying, our first tape, man, it was I think the first CD was Powwow Chameleon, Freestyle Kings, like it was everybody on the first tape off the rip, like I'm surely no money was made on that tape for years, but they're like 20 racks in the budget, like just features, off the rip, man. The city responded real well to that because they didn't really just see shit like that, I think my guy Lil Sin, man, he had like a UGK feature, man, but boys really wasn't just digging into like who was bubbling at the time, and at that time, man, Texas was ruling, man, so especially the Houston scene, so shoot, that's what we did.
Facts. So can you tell me about the urban city movement? What was the whole movement like at the time when it was when it first started and when it started booming? Because I know that y'all were moving a lot of work, and by work I mean y'all were moving units and
right. This should probably be all for a lot of the next generation after me to imagine, but like this was like a physical place where you would go to, and it was like the scene, like if you want to know what was going on, the latest music, the latest fashion, like when, rare Jordans, fucking the clothes, like everything, you wanted to know what was happening in San Antonio, like this was like the epicenter, and it wasn't like, okay, click online and just like you had to be here, and if you was there, like you was chilling, it was a mall location, so if you were chilling there, man, Powwow might pull up, Snoop Dogg might pull up, Trader Truth might pull up, it was some shit like that, and it really created an environment to like, damn, we never know what's gonna happen, like, and dudes would just come just to see new releases on music, new releases on clothes, things like that, This is another generation, and it's probably be hard for a lot of boys to wrap their head around it, but this created an environment for people to look to for the latest of everything, and it was really just a boiling pot to fuel our movement, man, and it probably couldn't even be done again because of the way times have changed, but at that time it worked gracefully, man.
Is that still standing, or it got bigger, right, or something like that?
Well, Urban City now, it's like a barbershop. They went into like the barber culture,
Okay.
and kind of just moved that way, But at that time, man, it was all about like chop and screw music, man, Texas fashion, like rare and exotic clothing, that you couldn't find, and just a bunch of conversation, and gradually, it just evolved into, basically, the barbershop culture. I'm not attached to it to these days, but it still has its own, it's still growing in itself,
It still stands on its own too, right?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Rick.
So tell me, what was your relationship? What is your relationships now with the label Mates of Third Degree?
Label Mates of Third Degree. Okay. Me and King Kali, we talk on a daily basis. This is my guy, man.
How many of y'all was it?
It was 4 of us. Originally, there was 3 of us. It was me, Mark G, and Lil Kim, aka Famous. Kali, like I was saying, like we talk on a regular basis. Like me and him through all the years, like whatever we went through, like at this point right now, like we solid.
Was that Kylie?
Kylie, King Kylie, you know what I'm saying? So we just did the 1K with Powwow. We got another one coming with Don Kiki, man. Like that's solid, Mark G, he's going through his things right now. It's all love for my guy, man. He just going through some things, and everybody don't really just make it through this, And this ain't even like that. We ain't even reached like the highest point of celebrity, but some dudes can't even make it through, like can't even make it through the first or second levels of them. And I understand, like I didn't have my moments, like the shit is overwhelming, I seen like a lot of the younger generation, you know, they get this little bit of fame and they just go fucking nuts. Now imagine you if you got it from the roots, from the mud, as they say, when dudes ain't really getting it from the mud, but you got it from the mud, and it's just everywhere you turn, especially in San Antonio, it's not as big. And Lil Ken, he had got signed by Chameleon there a while back, and you know, that ran its course, and we ain't in communication. And we're not beefing, you know, we're not in communication, and but it is what it is. But to this day, me and Ken Kylie, we the closest, man, and that's my guy, man.
Is Kylie like, is he playing your manager role right now?
Sure, yeah. You can say that.
Most def.
And so how was it linking up with the legends like Michael Watts, Paul Walker, Millionaire, being the first San Antonio artist to be featured on
Hey, I'm so fucking glad you guys did. I swear to God, hey, look, man, I went to TYC maybe like at the end of '99. When I came out, okay, let me back up. I'm originally from New York. I was on nothing but New York music for like the 90s.
Shout out to the East Coast.
Yeah, I'm from Bronx, New York, you know what I'm saying? I came down here when I was 10 years old, you know, but I've been in San Antonio since I'm 10 years old. I'm fucking 36 now. I'm 37. Look. There's a little, Swisher House, the whole like big tight, even the SUC, like Big Pokey, like all that. Man, I base everything off that. Like, man, get dressed in the morning to that. Like, I'm me, man. I'm Pokey. I'm Big Tight. I'm Pink, you know. So when I went to TYC and I got out in '99, turned into 2000, 2001, all of a sudden I know all these people. I'm fucking with these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dream come true. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing, man. It might as well have been Jay-Z, fucking, you know, Kanye or whatever. You couldn't tell me nothing. Like, dude, like just 2 years ago, this is my idols. You know, I got songs with everybody like Dream. Like, you can't tell me nothing, man. You still can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Much love to them guys, man.
I think we were talking about it the other day when we were in the studio. We were talking about how it's crazy how when Little Kiki just randomly pulled up here.
Man, hey, and I had been fucking with all these dudes, but even now, like, even at this point, like, I just did a Lil Kiki feature like last year. I couldn't even believe it. The last time I seen Lil Kiki was like 1996. I went to a show. I went to a show. And it was a Lil Kiki show. I snuck in the club. I wasn't even old enough to be in the club.
Like 16, 17?
Right. Yeah, like I was like 17. You can't even be in the club.
Yeah.
And then the other day, Kiki pull up. We do a song together, man, at 37. I'm like, 20 years, like that, how life pulled together, man.
That's
I'm
crazy.
Like, man, it's crazy, man. It's just a beautiful thing.
I think he would have tripped out if you would have told him that.
I did. I don't want to fan out on him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so talk to me about your first. What was your first solo project? Was it Program the Red?
Yeah,
was
that was it. That was my
your
first solo
project.
Yeah.
Facts. How would you compare that project to the Texas All Stars, Third Coast in the Sun, Grill Skills, and Purple Skills?
Man, I don't think until I got to Square Business, which is me and 50/50 project. Me and 50/52, and shout out to 50/52, man. Right for Rock, man. That's my guy, man. Until I got to that point, I really didn't think I just know what I was doing, man. I was just, 16 bars and just go, it was just so random. But even to this day, man, people bring up them old projects. Like, it's like when you bring somebody to your mama's house and she bring out them old picture books. You know what I'm saying? When you like, when you got the buck teeth and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, but that program the reg. But on God, like, I'm really embarrassed about these things. It wasn't really structured, and I didn't really know what I was doing on the project until I got to the Square Business, and then I started evolving, like making real songs and like you just putting feelings or like putting a topic on it or really just saying something in a structure that I could really be proud of. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Program the Rig, that's really my first solo, man, and I hear the most about that. I wish I wouldn't though.
Hey, you know what they say, fam? You can never forget your first project from when you started in the game. That shit happened. Okay, but if I'm not mistaken, since day one was the first album that got y'all published in a major magazine, or am I wrong on that?
Yes, yeah. Since day one, man, we got put in the Source magazine for that, man.
Yeah.
And that was a good time too. That was before the Source was like super saturated with promotional campaigns.
Yeah, because me and Cree were talking about it last night, and we were like, it was either the Double XL or it was
Double XL wasn't even doing
another magazine.
No, it was a Source magazine, but Double XL wasn't doing the Rookies of the Year. That would have been crazy, But they weren't even doing that yet, man. But it was the Source magazine. Mind you again, I had been getting a Source magazine subscription since like 1991. You know what I mean? So and my mama always renewed it, no matter what. You know, I was in jail or whatever, I got a stack waiting on me. So when I popped up in the Source magazine, that was a big fucking deal. You know, like smile with my mama face. Mama see my face in the Source, like
Mama, I love you.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was a big deal to me, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, big facts, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, right now we're gonna get into a break. Make sure that you follow us everywhere. Follow our IG at Durty_Music_Radio. That's DURTYMUZIK Radio. Make sure you follow us everywhere. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You are now tuned into Durty Muzik Radio, sponsored by Grade A. And shout out to all the people around the world that fuck with the movement and support the movement. And shout out to all of our San Antonio connects and everybody that's rocking with us out there. Shout out to the 210. We're going fair. We're going strong.
Much love
from the 210 to the 713. Let's
Hey.
go. Hey.
Everybody, you are now tuning into Durty Muzik Radio with your girl Brianna Reyes, Leo Flow. For the ones who now tuning in, we got Liveola in the goddamn building.
Hey.
Woo! All right, straight into it. What can you tell me about Goodfella music?
Goodfella music. Okay, Goodfella music was a space and time when I had left third degree, and I was doing my own thing. You know, I just took money out of my own pocket, man. Just dudes that was in the hood already doing their thing, and I had a little movement with that. And then then I caught my case, and I did 10 years. So a lot of dudes, and they ain't gonna last through. Barely anyone is gonna last through a 10-year big. So that ran its course. And I'm just doing my thing now, man. I'm without a label, but me and Kylie for the most part. My boy Twat Gutter, man. My boy Marquise.
Shout out to Twat Gutter.
Yeah, Marquise too. And that's where we at right now, man. We just banging them out, man. And I just take it as it comes, man. This is a different space from the Goodfella, that Goodfella space and time, and it is what it is.
Liveola dropped you. What can you tell me about that?
Liveola dropped you. Hey,
Okay.
look, I seen the video, fam.
Okay, look, man. That's a different Liveola than sitting here right now. I'm gonna say Apple Park right now, look, but the Liveola drop you situation, some people I know was fighting in the parking lot in Austin, and this is during the fighting era where you could really fight without a motherfucker trying to shoot you. So the fight got unfair, and I slid in and I slept somebody, but I was drunk, hollering at the dude that was sleeping, that I had slept, and even now, like as grown me, I look back and I'm really kind of embarrassed about that, but it just marks an era, like when you could fight, like that's the conversation where we could fight,
Yeah.
When we were younger, you too, Leo, when we was younger, man, I used to fight the same dudes for months. I see you at the store, I see you at the light, we fight. No guns were ever pulled out.
I see you at the block, we got
if I'm on my mama yard cutting the grass and you catch me, I gotta drop everything in box. But we'll box. You might get me this time, I might get you the next 2 times. But it was a day when we could fight though. I pray God like that this generation gets back to that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still here, Maybe if I was born a little bit later in this generation, motherfucker ain't taking that ass with me. Like I said, motherfucker, how the world start? Oh hell no, I'm finna pop his top,
Yep.
So that was in the time we could fight. I was drunk. I dropped the dude. I'm hollering at him.
That was a different time for Liveola, right?
World Star didn't even exist. It probably would have made World Star.
It went viral on. It was viral on YouTube. I think it had like 15,000 or maybe 15 or 20,000. I forgot. It was up there. It was probably in the triple digits. I didn't really look.
But it was just one of them laughing, acting stupid type stuff, during the innocent time, I feel,
Big facts. Since you're released from prison, I know that you were recently in the studio with San Antonio artist Big Creek, who I feel...
Yes, that's my guy, man.
Shout out to
Big
my boy.
facts.
Hey, shout out to Big Creek too, man. Man, you asking the right shit right now, man. I don't even think of all these things, man. But Big Creek, man, this is my guy. Look. When I got out, I'm on it. I'm doing all my homework, like who I need to know about this man. And I'm seeing my guy, man. My guy is making he making old school moves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dude is hustling still like it's 2005. I respect that. I love that because I did it and I know what it is, man. Like I know what it is driving and driving.
Since we're wearing Jinko jeans, you know what I mean?
Like you might go city to city, you might be on the road for 2-3 weeks, man. You're just trying to make it home with the bread, and it costs bread to go. Like the hustle
takes bread
needs to be respected. And my dude had this old school hustle that I recognized, and I was like, damn, man. So I hit him, man. I was like, hey, man, we need to fuck around, man. Like, I seen his battle rapping shit. I seen the shit he was doing.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, and he said he's really sitting there. He's like, hey, you know what? I ain't gonna pressure it, man. When it comes time, it'll be time. And I'll be damn, man. I'm in here the other day right after Lil Kiki left. I'm in the booth.
And we pull up.
This nigga pull up. I never seen him in person in my life. He pull up. I said, motherfucker, man. I'm in between tape. I finished what I'm doing, man. I said, God damn, you call that, bro. Like, that's real. So, man, we got a bad motherfucker coming too, man. Fact. Shout out to Big Creek, man. Merch gang.
Hey, Big Facts. Like Big Creek is one of the artists that I feel has been holding it down the whole time you've been away. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the artists that's really been holding his craft. And
I don't feel like he get the respect he deserves.
Nah, he don't, bro.
And there's a couple dudes I feel like that, man. Marquise Twagutter, man, King Kali, man. I don't feel like dudes get the respect they deserve, man, because this ain't no microwave shit, man. This is the hard way. And dudes might see some success and be like, oh, you rap, nigga. Hey, man, my light bill. Dude, you know, I'm getting this shit the hard motherfucking way, man. And when I see other dudes like these dudes getting it like that, man, all respect to them, man.
See, fam, like one thing I could tell you, like from being on the road, that's Big Creek's one of the biggest reasons why I got a name out there in the tone, and my name started bubbling in the tone because I was on the road. We were in New Mexico, we were in San Angelo, we were in Westfield, we were in Alice, we were everywhere, fam. We were in Colorado. We were doing a lot of things together. We did a whole tour together.
See, a lot of dudes ain't even really just leaving their city like that no more unless they get a call.
Yeah,
fuck the call, dude on his way. I'm on my way anyway. Hey, we ain't touched this.
Bro, some of them shows, we didn't get paid for them shows, bro. But guess what? We sold a shitload of merchandise and we made a shitload of money.
Make it work.
And we never lost $1 being out on the road, bro. Never lost $1.
And that's the challenge too, though.
Facts.
Like. Boys will never understand, okay, man, I'm going state to state to state. Man, anything can happen. I can get a flat tire when the homies can go to jail. I got hotel, clothes, food, all this and that. But I'm trying to make it home with the bag. You can't just be a dummy to do that. Like, you really got to be on your shit to do that. A lot of discipline and restraint. Yep. You know what I mean? But you still got to uphold the image, and you still got to. There's a lot that goes into it. When I see that shit, the utmost respect. If nobody else give it to him, I'm gonna give it to him, man. That's why, shouts to Big Creek, man. Hey. 1,000, man, 1K.
Y'all see the hat, merch gang, 21st century, that's the movement.
Hey, but my guy ain't even just selling music. He might pop up with the bottles. He might pop up with some shades by doing this and that. And if you talk down on that, you're a dummy. You're a dummy, man, and you will be broke soon.
Yeah.
You will be broke soon.
See,
my guy, he gonna get it.
I think that's the mentality too, though, that the tone has, bro. Because I be in and out the city, and that's the mentality that the tone has. They like to talk down on the next.
The tone is very hard. Let me put it like this, man. The tone is very hard on their artists. You know what I'm saying? And I fell into this, man. And I fucking love San Antonio, bro. San Antonio was hard on their artists. And San Antonio, look, man, they want you to catch 1 million bodies. They want you to sell 1 million bricks. You know, they want the utmost out there. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But please, man, recognize the hustle when you see the hustle, man. Recognize the hustle when you see the hustle. Because not everybody is hustling, man. Some people are portraying to be the hustler, but they're living off their mama or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Or they getting the SSI check, and they, you know what I mean? They don't got the bill to pay, no bills to pay. Like respect the hustle when you see the hustle. When you see a dude moving state to state to state to state with no major deal, he's still dropping projects, he getting studio time, features with this dude, he linking up with this, and you gotta acknowledge that, though. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't see that, then it's not in you anyway to recognize it. It got to be in you anyway. A hustler recognize another hustler. You know what I'm saying? And I know what it do, man. Shit, if you make a couple wrong moves on the road, you out of there. Out of there. You get shit. Your partner go to jail and you get a flat tire. You might not know how to make it back.
Yeah.
Fuck. What am I gonna do now?
Big fact.
You know. So I respect it when I see a motherfucker got a movement 10, 15 years, like leading the game, bro. Bro, the average rapper, even with a major deal, is less than 4 years, man.
Hey, yeah.
So when I see these dudes, they ain't got no major deal, man. They ain't. You can't look. I'm gonna tell you. Let me say, you cannot, and I repeat, you fucking cannot be shooting people, killing people, selling a whole bunch of bricks, and you rapping about it at the same time. The shit does not coexist. One thing is gonna outweigh the other. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who you are. And I don't give a fuck what standard you put for your favorite rapper. This shit is not gonna coexist. You know what I'm saying? So when you see a dude and his career is 10, 15, 20 motherfucking years, give him that, bro. Give him that. You don't know what the fuck he done went through for that. You know what I'm saying? Every week is a challenge, just trying to get to the next move. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make big moves. I'm not talking about no roach move. Big moves. Every week is like, damn, okay, what's the next big move we can do? Boom, what's the next thing we can do? Boom. Okay, we link up with him and we put this together. You know what I mean?
Always 10 steps ahead.
10, 15, 20 years it is? Shit, I'm gonna give it where it's due, man.
Hey, big facts. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to Durty Muzik Radio, sponsored by Grade A. Shout out to our sponsor, shout out to the Royal Show, shout out to everybody who rocks with the movement. Right now, when we get back, we have a very special guest in the building coming all the way from the 361. iJazz Jewelers 361.
Hey, my guy Tani.
Hey, big facts. This is LIveola's personal jeweler. We're gonna talk with him. We're gonna talk about his business, what he got going on. Shout out to everybody out there in Corpus Christi. Shout out to everybody who supports us once again. And make sure that you tune in every Wednesday to Durty Muzik Radio for myself and my lovely radio host, Miss Brianna Reyes.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody rocking with the movement one time. Let's go. Hey.
What is going down, everybody? You are now tuning into Durty Muzik Radio, exclusive interview with LIveola man, Brianna Reyes, Flow. Introduce your boy.
Hey, that's my boy Tani, man, from iJazz Jewelers. That's personal iJazz Jewelers, man. It's my personal jeweler, bro. Hey, boys, you know, Johnny Dang, what's up, man? Hey, King Johnny, what's up, man? But I'm bringing my guy, man. Tani from personal iJazz Jewelers, man. For all the custom live shit, the high end shit, the APs, the rollies, man. You see me coming down, man. This is how I'm coming down, man. This my guy, man. Big rocks.
Hey, big facts. So, let me ask you, how long have you been in the jewelry game?
11 years.
11 years straight?
Yes.
Hey, mind you, Leo, my guy is 28 years old.
What?
28 years old, man.
Yeah.
Yo.
28 years
28 years old, man. Doing it like this, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody tuning in around the world, if y'all can learn anything from the interview, if you can learn anything, is that, man, there's no age limit to being a young entrepreneur. Man, you could be 40 and be an entrepreneur. You could be 21, just like my lovely radio host Brianna, and still be able to get it. So that you said you've been in the game for 11 years, right? Exactly where are you located at?
Corpus Christi Trade Center.
Okay, in Corpus Christi, the Trade Center. Okay.
Hey, and if you're familiar, that's like Selena home base.
Is that close to Ocean Drive?
A little bit far away.
It's on the other side, right?
Yeah, it's like on the main SPID, the south part of the Island Drive.
Oh,
as soon as it starts, it's right there on Ayers Street.
I think I know exactly where you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you see, I'm a big supporter of Corpus Christi, Texas.
Yes,
you know, especially because out there, I like the scene, you know.
And the vibe. The vibe is lovely, man.
Coming. That part in 361 is being forgotten. You know? Because people did not go out there and invest money. Now that people are seeing, now that we have becoming international port out there.
And it's its culture. It's its own culture too. It's its own culture too, man. It might be lasting like the Texas game, man, but the Corpus Christi culture is live, man. I love it. I lived out there myself, man, for a few months, man. Hey, it's live, man.
Hey, so you see, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, I feel like every city, bro, like because I peep game on the different cities. Every city you know is outside of Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. Those are the big cities, right?
Right.
But all of the smaller cities like Corpus, you got a place like Alice. All these other places are starting to get little by little. They're starting to get things they're starting to get more
recognition.
Yeah, more recognition, and like you said, the culture is starting to shift and it's starting to show in these different cities that maybe 10 years ago they weren't displayed. Because you know, 10 years ago people weren't really paying too much attention. And then fast forward 10, 11 years in the game, the whole culture is different, and it gives the perfect opportunity for someone like yourself, who's a businessman and entrepreneur, to shine and to show, hey, at 28 years old, I could run a shop. Do you have, is it one location, or do you plan on expanding on multiple locations?
No, when I started it, I had like first location, and within 2 years I already had 3 locations. One in McAllen Mall, and one in the Harlingen Mall. And after seeing, not having a valuable team, like skilled labor with you, what happened was all my employees were older than me. working. So sometimes they did not like that, taking order from a youngster.
From a younger
to
boss.
do the work for you.
But the difference is, he's in tune with the culture. He's in tune with the culture. He knows what's live. He knows the Miami Cuban link. He knows these specific things that drive the culture, that impress the culture, that make a mark on the culture. So that's the difference between him and an older jeweler or someone that's more out of touch. You know what I'm saying? My guy's in touch.
I definitely see your jeweler, your business partner got you looking right.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So one thing I say about Corpus, like as a city-wise, I had business in different cities too. The best part about Corpus is if you are honest to the people there, you know, it's a repeat business, and they will never let you down. You know, sometimes people say, "Oh, you go to bigger city, you expand." Like if you're honest, I think you don't need to expand. You just sit in one city and you good.
That's why I feel the jewel though. That's why I feel the jewel. That's why I feel even dudes in these bigger cities with these bigger jewelers per se, you know, you'll probably value more messing with my guy in a smaller city. They ain't just exposed to everybody yet, you know. And I'm giving my game like look, dude. Like this is my interview. I'm bringing my jeweler. Like I'm gonna give y'all game right quick. Y'all want to get ice. Y'all want to get the best price. Y'all want to get the best iciest ice. You know, like this is the game right quick. I'm gonna bless the game. You know, that Christmas way. Early one time that way, Tani.
Check us out.
Yeah.
Aaron said, "What's up with Cleveland, Ohio?"
Hey, shout out to Cleveland, Ohio. Appreciate you tuning in, my brother.
My sister's from there in Pepper Pie.
Hey,
we own the Simon Supermarkets. There are a bunch of them there.
Okay.
Yeah, boss.
LIveola, what do you think has been the most biggest accomplishment in your career so far?
My biggest accomplishment, outside of my relationship with my guy right here, you know, and I said that. Outside of the relationship with my guy right here, outside of the whole music, like big, real shit, Yeah. Outside of that, I think, man, just being able to come home and be relevant, you know what I mean? And I'm still not even used to social media and all this, all the shit that it takes and all that. Like, I don't want
still trying to
shit.
figure out the phone.
Still trying to figure out my phone, but I'm not the type I want to do some dumb shit. I don't want to just piece off on the law just to get some views or fake an arrest or no shit like. Man, fuck all that, you know what I'm saying? I just want an organic growth, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I want people to see what I got going on, see my character, see who I associate with, i.e. my jeweler, Tani, you know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, damn, this is solid. All these dudes talking about, hey, what's real, and I'm a real nigga, and this and that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna show you what's real. I'm showing you what's real. And if you don't really gravitate to that, something's fucked up with you though, you know what I'm saying? Because this is real, and if you're not gravitating to the real, then you know, that says that, you know what I'm saying?
See, I got a question for you. What keeps you, what do you do to stay in tune with the culture of what's going on for you to know what's good over here in Miami, to know about the Cuban links, to know about this and to know about that? Like what do you do personally on a personal level to stay in tune with the culture of what's going on right now?
It's natural.
In reality, I just keep my eyes open.
It's natural. It's natural though. You shouldn't have to fake it though, bro. Like you shouldn't have to fake it if you know what I mean. Like it should just come naturally. You know what I mean? Like in tune is in tune. You know.
You can look us up on Instagram, iJazz Jewelers, IJAZ Jewelers. On Facebook, we have our website www.ijazzjewelers.com, which is gonna be out September 1st. You know, it's gonna be fully flash working.
Hey Leo, let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you, Leo.
iJazz_Jewelers.
IJAZ Jewelers. That's right.
Follow you
say Leo, man. My guy never ceases to amaze me, man. Weekly, he comes with the craziest. Weekly, he come with the craziest shit. Like, okay, I'm not really into porn, but I'm into food porn and jewelry porn. You know what I'm saying? My guy come with the jewelry porn for real though.
Okay.
Like, I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My guy Weekly will come with some shit, blow my fucking mind, man. Like, damn, I didn't even know he doing that. Damn, he's doing that.
And not only that, we're just doing it, but we can also put people in reality chat, like Tracks NYC out there. You can say I found the code. Like all of those people, whatever they got, I got the same thing cheaper than them.
You are now tuned in to Durty Muzik Radio, sponsored by Grade A Radio. Right now in the building, we got a very special guest. We got the legendary, the one and only LIveola. If you don't know about LIveola, this man served a 10-year sentence. If you don't know, y'all need to make sure that y'all watch the full interview. Make sure that y'all follow, subscribe, like everything we got going on, and make sure that y'all listen to LIveola's new music. what is the latest project? Live is Summer?
The Live is Summer, the latest one, man. Live.0, that's the next one.
Hey, big facts. So what is Liveola working on right now, fam?
Right now I'm working on Live.0, man. The lead single, man, is Still Here, featuring me, myself, King Kali, and Don Kiki. You know, the single we pumping right now is 1K, featuring me, myself, King Kali, and Pow Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
just bringing it back home.
Big facts. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to spoil the news. I do want to say that, you know, your boy Leo Flo got a feature coming with the one and only Liveola. You know what I'm saying? Like we.
Hey, that's a monster one too, bro. That was a monster, man. They gonna love that.
It's a monster track. Y'all gonna love it. Honestly, bro, I wanted to do something like that with you, bro, for the city. Not just for my city, but for your city.
Real
you know what I mean? I wanted to show how two different cities could come together from the 713 to the 210 and work and make it happen, because that's what it's about, man. It's about the culture and coming together and making it happen.
Tasty.
Big facts. Before we go ahead and give them your social media where they can find you at.
Hey, hit me at Big Liveola. That's BIGLIVEOLA. You know what I'm saying?
Bree, go ahead and drop your social media.
You can find me on Instagram, on Snapchat at OLLG Brianna, BRIANNA, and on Facebook at Brianna Reyes.
Hey, and one time, man, hey, shouts to my Colombiana, man. My son on the way, you know what I'm saying? Diamante Dinero, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy, man. Baby Live in the trap.
Hey,
right now.
Big fat booming right now. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow me everywhere at Leo Flow Music, LEOFLO Music, and make sure that you follow our Instagram page, Durty_Music_Radio. That's DURTY_MUZIK_radio. Follow us everywhere on all platforms. You are now tuning to Durty Music TV. Let's go. Hey.
Bravo. Durty Music. I just Judas. Hey. Man. I can blow everything I wanted. Louis Vuitton linens. I fuck my bitch on it. And she fucked our bitch on it. Yeah. I'm just savoring the moment. Tear down DGs in the morning. Louis V umbrella while it's storming. Roof Chris's, no more George Foreman's. I said my grace in the pen over ramen. Sitting in the bins while that fucker transforming. I hung out the window with the yapper as a warning. Bitch, we the shit. Please pass the Charmin. It took an extra minute cause these niggas informing. Too big for my britches, but my britches Ralph Lauren. Then counting money ain't never get boring. You ain't done it till you did it in a foreign. Then disappeared while the sun set orange. Hold up, man. Hey, you know what it is, man? Durty Music. Hey, Grade A Media, Live-O. Hey.